channel. My name is Daniel. Today I'll be showing you a retouching walkthrough of how I edited this picture from this. This is how I shot it. I've already color graded this image, but I will have to do it again for the sake of this tutorial. However, if you have not followed or subscribed to the YouTube channel, please use this opportunity and do it, because it's just a way to help support the channel. So first thing first, I'm here on CaptureOne. And these images, I shot them on Fujifilm X-H1. As you can see, this is the camera detail. I used a 45mm 1.8f and I shot on 5000 Kelvin. I used two light setup, one in front of the model and a backlight above. I think I have a picture of it right here. The backlight was coming from above. Then I have an octobus in front of the model with a reflector down here. You can see the reflector here. So I shot at 1.4 or so. So I wanted to achieve a rich melanin tone. Let me clone it and show you how the image was. This was how it was before we started. So first thing first, we'll start with the basic adjustments. I like the curving like it is now. So I will just drag in my contrast a little bit, add in a little brightness, though I can come back and change it if I don't like it. I can have the contrast by -1 because I want it to be dark skin. I want to achieve a dark melanin skin. Then the highlight is balanced. I should just leave it at -11. Then I need to get the shadows from the hair. Okay, that's too much. Reduce a bit. Let's say 13 is fine. Then I want the whites to pop. Okay. Then I reduce the blacks. So far, this is what we have achieved. This is before, this is after, before, after, before, after. So I need to add a little bit of clarity. +12 is okay. Do I need to behave the image? No. Then levels. I need to drag in my white a little bit. I like the way the image is looking already. Okay, that seems fine. Then on my Luma curve, I will just have to increase to have some highlight, in the image. So we've done the basic adjustment, color corrections in the image, and so far the image is looking better than we marked it. By the way, this makeup was done by Mixi Beauty. She's a wonderful makeup artist. So the next thing we are going to do is add a little black on our levels, not too much. The next thing we have to do now is to do some color work on the image. The way I love doing my colors, I prefer doing them on a new fill layer. How do you create a new fill layer? You just click on this, add a new fill adjustment layer. So what does this adjustment layer do? It helps you to reduce the opacity of whatever you have done on this layer, you can also feather it without touching your basic color corrections. So merely looking at this image, the basic components are, you can see orange in the image, you can also see yellow, then you can see magenta and purple on this eyeshadow. So definitely what we'll be looking out for is to make the image to achieve the rich melanin tone that we are going for. I could do this in Photoshop, but I just want to do it in Lightroom for the sake of this tutorial. So what I will have to do first is go to my skin tone and try to even out the skin tone so that it will match. So if I take it closer, this is our image here, and I've already selected with these two. I picked the color of the skin, so I'll go to uniformity and make the hue to be uniform slightly like that, then increase it a bit, see what it makes you like, just take it down a bit. This is okay. Decrease the highlight a bit, then increase the saturation. So see what we have done with the adjustment layer. If you take it off, this is how it was. If you take it in, so we've gotten a very dark skin tone with just the color work. So we'll have to go to the advanced to make it more grungy. So first thing, I still select another color portion I would like to take from the darker side. Yes, this color tone is okay. So I will just desaturate it a bit. No need to change the hue. Bring down the dark pretty much. I can play with the hue and saturation, but for the sake of this tutorial, I love where the hue is. So I will go in again and click another portion. Okay, I will try to increase the saturation slightly, then reduce the lightness. It's too much. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Okay, this is okay the way I want it. This is okay the way I want it. So in the color balance, you can add a little tint of orange in the image, then reduce the darkness a bit, but not much, it's okay. So if you don't want to use this slider, you can as well use this to increase it on the same linear form. So in the shadows, I will complement it with adding blues to the shadows. As you can see, the blues are affecting the dark part of the image, but I feel it's too much. I'll reduce it. It's too much. This is okay. So as you can see, I've lost a lot of shadows in the image. So I'll have to go back to my background and add in a little bit of shadows to the image. This is okay. So however, I'll increase my white so that I can have bronze bright looking at this spots. I need them to be standing out from other parts of the body. So add more clarity, then contrast can go in. I can play in with the curving now. When you take the color picker, just select the portion of the image and click. The computer will automatically pick the curving, the white balance that suits what you're doing. I think I like this. I'll just need to add some saturation. No, I don't like it. So I'll revert to the other curving. This looks better. So this is our progress. This is how we made the image, and this is where we are now. I'm liking the image already, but I feel there is no detail on the hair side. So what I will do is just increase. It's too much, a little bit. So this is the first one we have. This is the second one. I think I like this. I may end up working with this one, but I like this. So the next thing is to head over to Photoshop and retouch the image properly. I like this. So as you can see, the image is looking nice already. Let me check if I can crop it 4:5. I'm cropping 4:5 because that's Instagram ratio. Okay, this is fine. So let's head over to Photoshop, editing Photoshop. By the way, I'm using Lightroom 22 for this tutorial. Welcome on Photoshop. So we're going to continue retouching the image in Photoshop. First things first, I will go ahead and remove the blemishes. If you've watched my other video on removing blemishes, you will understand how to take out obvious blemishes like this. First, I will go around and take out obvious blemishes. When you're working with a model, try and get models that have a good skin tone, same as a good skin texture. Okay. So next thing, I will do frequency separation. This is a frequency separation action I downloaded from FX-Ray. You can check them out. So I'm going to use the 16-bit. I want to retain more details in my image. So 10 will be okay. Good. My brush settings are usually keep my weight low, 20 is fine, load 40, mix 50 and flow 20. And toggle on the airbrush. So the concept of frequency separation is to work on the color layer separately and also the texture layer. This high frequency layer is the texture, while the low frequency is where I will be blending the colors, the shadows and the highlights to blend them to be uniform. So first I will start around here. Blending the shadows and the highlights. As you can see, I'm increasing my brush size if I need it to be more obvious. You can zoom out to see what you're doing. So I'll brush the forehead. I want to blend the hair to match properly. I'll just zoom in a bit and fix the under the mount a bit. So I'll go to the constant tool and try to take off this mustache here. I'll put my opacity around 50. 50 is fine. Good. See our progress so far before, after. Let me smart with it so I can see before, after. So go ahead. So I will just brush around this place that is dark. Also, I'll brush closer to this place. So as you can see, I've moved the image from this to this to this, using just frequency separation. Okay, next we'll try to add light to all these places that have light on. First we start and keep the soft light action, then change the brush to flow of 1. So I'll just paint. No, I'm painting with black. I'm supposed to paint with white. Okay. So I'm going to put highlight every. Add more highlight that I lost while I was doing frequency separation. Here as well. Slightly. So I will toggle with this color palette. When I press X, the colors will change. So white is for dodge, while the black I will use it to burn the dark places, like this. Add more darkness here around my nose bone. My brows, under eye, around there. So you can see our progress here. Before, after, before, after. Reduce opacity a bit, and that's it. So next thing, I'm going to clean her eyes and eye, add more details to the retina. So there are many ways to do this, but I like using the black and white effect, the black and white. Increase it, increase the red. Then I use the channel mixer. No, I will use the blue filter slightly. Then I'll group them, add the layer mask, invert it by pressing Ctrl I. So I'll reduce my flow to about 15. Then paint. You will have to paint with white. In Photoshop, white reveals, white, black, height, or encloses, whichever way. Okay, this is looking nice to me. I will just reduce the opacity a bit to make it more realistic. Okay, I want to add some catchlight. Some catchlight on the I want to emphasize on the catchlight a bit. I'll not leave it like that. I'll just change the blend mode to overlay. reduce it a bit. So at this point now, our image is looking a little bit like, say, let's say 90% completion. This is where we started. We started from here. This is where we started, and this is where we are now. So I'll want to add more color to the image. I'll use the levels, reduce the blacks a bit, increase the white a little bit, move the tint. Let me check if I can do anything with the reds. Reduce the red since I want to get a rich melanin tone. Reduce, add a little bit of green, then blaze. Reduce opacity. Then I will try to make it a little more melanin. I'll go to multiply after I've used the black and white filter. Then I will reduce it to fit. Let's say after about 10%. As you can see, the image is looking nice. Go to photo filter, cloning filter, to give the image, to add some blues to the image and give it the feel we are going for. Let's reduce the opacity a bit. Next, I will have to sharpen my image. I like using Smart Sharpen. For the other ways you can do it, but I like using Smart Sharpen. I use the default. Increase. Always add noise to give it that extra grain. So if it's too much, wow, can do 5. That is okay. So this is our before and after. Before and after. Before and after. So that's it, guys. If you like the video, please go ahead and give us the thumbs up and also share to your friends so that it will help us help their logic and make the video